Let's get it. Now we're recording. Chat's going off. Ready now. Oh, yes. When I turn it up. All right, right now, currently. Oh, I love this song. Just one time. When I turn it up. Two lots and lots. Let's do it all. Fuck with a nigga roll. Who you wanna be? All right. So currently, right now, we're looking at QQ daily. A lot of people thought I was going to go short on SPY. But see, SPY was not my target. SPY was my target for January. But currently, the conditions is QQ. QQ is already at all-time high. QQ has room to actually run even more all-time highs and actually pull back as well. My target is 220, as you guys can see here. What's highlighted in yellow is because I use purple and yellow schemes on my charts. So the reason I highlighted the yellow, you're going to see the volume on every single pullback. Pretty interesting, actually. Look at October 2018 to 2019, right? Look at that congestion of volume there. Look at our 2020 volume from January to July. Similar to our October 2019 volume, 2018 to 2019 volume. A lot of accumulation. The issue here is nobody knows where anything is going. I don't. What I use to help me track where everything is going is my fib extensions, my fib retracements. I'm actually more drawn to retracements. Extensions give you extensions do the exact same thing as a retracement. I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me actually edit this real quick. But we're looking at the QQs. I'm definitely wanting to short tech. The gap down I wanted so bad. I actually spoke about the gap down this weekend with a friend when we went short Friday. If this gap down holds, it's a continuation pattern. That continuation gives us 230 by end of week. This is a daily chart. It's not even a weekly chart. I want to see us violate the 30 SMA on the daily chart. I know a lot of you are like, oh, Ninja doesn't buy puts. I don't buy puts until it's time to buy puts. When you trade puts, you want to trade puts to make money on puts. And that's how I'm trading it right now. I don't want to trade for little scalps, 20%, 30% here. I want my team, I want everyone to make over 100% on these scalps. It's not even a scalp. These are swing trades. We have time. I mean, from the bottom here in April, was that April? No, March. Yeah, April. We're going to say end of March, that bottom. Got back over the 1430 SMA. Came back down to the 1430 SMA here around June. Now we violated the 14 SMA again. Now, if we cannot hold this 30 SMA, our target is 230. Going lower, 220, 209, 196.95. Every new high is a chance to pull back. And that's how I look at everything. I look at everything. I use my retracements. I love my retracements. Extensions, they work as well as retracements do. But you can use a retracement inside of a retracement. You can use an extension inside of an extension. You can use a retracement inside of an extension. They both work. But if you look at the bottom, volume, I don't use POC. I don't use none of that. I use regular volume. You can see all this congestion here. It lightens up as price gets higher. See, all the congestion happened when the market pulled back. Sort of a correction. Same thing over here, November 2019 of January. Similar. Lays off. Every pullback has the most increasing volume. You have the volume of 2018 lows. You have the volume of 2019 pullback here. Look at all these volumes. Every pullback has a significant volume. Here, the most extensive from February to March. Lows happen in March. And look where we are now, all-time highs. I do not trade QQ, but the setup is there. Why not? It looks similar. So when you trade a pattern, you trade the pattern. If it goes against you, that's fine. That's how it works. You know, you trade the pattern for what you see. And what I see here, we topped out at this time. What was all-time highs for QQ was 237.47, right? came down to 163.48. Here we're all timing highs at 251.15. I got 251.09 on my retracement. This is not an extension. These are all actually retracements. So my next target is 230.41. That's what I want to see. I want to see anything as close to 224 because this is a gap area. I'm done looking for little plays here and there. I want us to go for the kill. We're going to do this smart. We're going to do this. This is what we're going for. This is exactly how it is. This is my target here. I want to see 230. So we're looking at 230s to opening going Monday. Same week, you know how I feel about that. I'm a big risk taker, so I like same week. I like the 230s for this week. They're trading under $1. This gap down is going to fuck us up because it's going to put us over $1. But that's fine. My target, if this play works out, $1 to $5 in premium. So if we can touch that 230 mark, I'll show you guys right now. $230.41 will be our target for this week. Anything below the 30 SMA. See, my issue is I don't like a gap down below the 30 SMA because it's an automatic buy unless it fails. So if we lose 230.41 this week, we have a continuation at 220.07. I want to keep this as simple as possible. I don't want you guys to overthink this trade. I like the fact of QQs. You got Facebook, you got Apple. Right? Apple all-time highs would be around 400 if it hits 400. I don't know what's going to happen. But I'm looking at everything. I'm looking at what makes sense. The short from Friday, but can that be a counter trade? I don't know. 30 SMA is telling me that it's going to bounce at 237.05. If we open at 237.05, that would be considered a short-term long. We have our long-term puts for September. So we have time. So we can collect on the short term, which is nothing wrong with that. I prefer that over anything. Also, we gotta look at WDAY as well. WDAY is at the top of my list. It was very strong this week. We're still in QQs. WDAY is a cloud performer. It's a cloud stock. I like WDAY. This is just showing you the H2, H4, H3 on the QQs. The bottom will be 230.41. That's a bounce previous resistance area. I would honestly like to see that actually come down to at least 220. Anything below that is 209.72. But I want to see this purple bar retested. When anything gaps down and it has a continuation fade, it's a short. If it's not automatically bought up before the bell the next day, is a continuation fade. So keep that in mind. Something that gaps down and it doesn't rebound before the bell, or it hasn't even shown any significant strength of buyers, is a continuation fade. And the way the 14 and 30 is crossing right now, I am short. 230.41 below that, I'm getting my 220.07. That's our target. The Septembers, my target for the Septembers would be 209.72. But honestly, if we can get a 90% profit on this one, on our September strikes, I want to roll into a short-term puts. But also I already discussed this with a friend. As you guys see, I post this on this weekend. We went short QQs for September 220 puts. The best was not the September 30th, was actually the earlier September strikes. I saw a lot of volume there after we took the position. I never look at volume when I take a position. I always look at the position that makes the most sense. So the 220 puts for September is enough time. I mean, we can get max premium upside 200%. But we can also capitalize on the short term too. So keep that in mind. I'm looking at the 220s for July 17th to July 24th. Also 225s and 215s possible too, just for that premium bump. When I say premium bump, I'm just saying you guys don't have to worry about something going in the money to make money on something. You can buy 220 puts. It's trading at 240. It comes down to 235. You are in profit. Take that profit, roll down closer to it into a closer strike. I'm not saying a weekly strike. I'm saying a bi-weekly to a tri-weekly spike. Tri-weeklies and bi-weeklies are the smartest plays. When you're doing a weekly play, make sure that hedge makes sense. Like here, if we gap down, I'm automatically going to buy 240 calls for the week just to get that. I don't know exactly what QQ is gonna get from you. I never follow that within futures, but this setup, I love it. It's respecting all of my trend lines. You have my 251.09 rejected. You have 242.97 rejected. So next up, 230.41, and on this gap down, that's gonna look nice. Next target is 237.20. That's a previous breakout level here. I want to see a max down to 220.07. That's going to be my target to cover the short. But also, I want to keep a runner going as well. You keep runners for a reason. There's a reason we have runners. So when you have a runner, it's there to make up. So if you're trying to be short term and capitalize on a short term, that runner is going to basically protect your short term positions. Not short positions, your short term positions. So we got QQ. That's my target. Like that's my thing. I'm watching that. That's gonna be an epic short. July 1st is gonna be when the monthly closes. July 2nd is Thursday, so Wednesday is gonna be when the monthly candle closes. Pay attention to that as well. I like QQ. I like WDAY. WDAY. See, I'm not gonna focus on a trillion plays. There's no need for me to do that. Every single play that I focused on has a chart, has its levels, and those levels have not been violated. The chart that catches my eyes, WDAY. Why I like WDAY? Because we have a bull flag. This is a bull flag, right? I'm gonna remove this extension. This is a bull flag. It's a clean bull flag. I mean, we can even adjust this if we wanted to. This is the upper trend line. Perfect. This is the breakout. Above, my target is 201.22. So we're looking at 200 calls for not July 2nd, July 10th. That's our target. Next target above that, I mean, we have to get above 210. Over 210, we got all-time highs, which is around 227. So I want to see 230. This possibly, like I said, remember with spot. When we went over spot, same thing with spot. I told you guys spot, a lot of people don't understand how spot is. I mean, spot, everybody's playing music, you know. There's gonna be somebody's gonna pump that stock. You're gonna have some celebrity gonna pump. That's what it was. That's what happened with spot. But the thing about WDAY is the monthly is bullish. We have a candle combo on the monthly. I actually put this arrow here. This yellow arrow here was because we covered it. We closed above the 14 and 30 SMA. This monthly candle in June, we tested the 30 SMA low for a bounce. We closed above the 30 SMA. Now, if this is a continuation pattern, the 230 calls for, we can go September. That's what I'm looking at for September. Because WDAY has not tested all-time highs, and it's a tech. Cloud companies, they're doing their thing right now. And I like WDAY because I like, it was just ignoring. It was ignoring pullbacks. It was ignoring overall market sentiment. Friday, it was clean. Chase, they closed me out on my position. That's fine. At a gain, I'm not complaining. The fact that we closed above the 14 SMA on the monthly, we have not, we did that last month, and we confirmed this month, that's 2 closes above. So our next target is going to be 227, aka 230. All-time highs is in existence. We can get rid of this flag right now because I actually want to put something in perspective. I'm done focusing on 30 different million charts. I want you guys to focus on one, you know, and I love shorting. Shorting is easy. It's easier when you do it at the right time. You don't short just to short because you want to be right. You want to short because it makes sense. There's nothing to short here. We broke above what? March candle, February candle. We closed above that. This is still monthly. We're not done. We have to wait until Wednesday. Monthly is strong. I like the way the monthly is setting up. I don't know what they have going on, but the way they've been setting up, and I've been telling you guys for the past, 2.5 weeks, you've been in and out of this. Quarterly is ending too, so keep in mind, quarterly is ending as well. But look at this quarterly out. This is an outside move. 260s, end of year? No. 230s for end of year would be the smartest play for a quarterly move on the WDAY. This reminds me of spot. So what I'm thinking for this play is going to trades. End of the year, December. We can even go January 15, 21. 230s. They're $10. I feel like this has that spot type of move. Remember when spot got over 200, once spot got over 200, it started moving 10 to 20 points. Spot is already almost at 300. Now, WDAY is the next. It's an outside quarterly move. Like, who does that? 3 insides to go outside, up, 230, 261, right? So if you took September's, because I don't want to be that guy again, like we did with Big. Big was another one. We were trading Big at $18. I said, I like the 40 call leaps. Big is trading at 44 now, plus, probably 43 plus now. So stick to your gut. 250s, I like the 250s for December. Because I have a feeling that once WDAY gets over 200, it's going actually over 225. 225 to 230. That's when it starts to stretch. So we have to be mindful of that as well. So in this case, you have the Decembers. You can take the 260s, they're 430. I have to ask. I'm going to add this to the watch list because I definitely want to play that this week. But look at this outside. This is a freaking outside move. Like, look at this quarterly chart. Now everybody has their attention on WDAY because we are finessing this. We touched the 30 SMA on the quarterly. When that happens, WDAY is the only one that did not do that recently, and it just did that. 250, 300 is my target end of year. So I'm thinking 300 contract, 300 calls. 270s for December, I'm going to pick up a couple of those Monday. I'll pick up 5 of them Monday. Yeah, January 21st, the 300s are trading at 190. I'm going to take those. When you have momentum and all-time high breaking, you got to get aggressive. And the reason I'm saying this is look at spot. Because y'all remember, a lot of you that been here for years and months, look at spot on a quarterly. This is dangerous. The most sexiest move I ever seen ever. And I'm not a sexist. But this is the sexiest move I've seen. If spot holds 258.02, it has room to 353 before the year is over. Keep that in mind. That's Spotify alone. This is a quarterly chart. Here's a monthly chart. This is dangerous. I picked some crazy plays. Eli Lilly, LLY, we traded that at 63, or no, it's probably cheaper than that. Probably 62. Where Eli Lilly's at, who cares? Spot, look at this. It was 132 we got long at. Now it's chaining at 264.95. Next target, 353. End of year, that's not impossible. Nothing's impossible. Momentum's there. Everybody's getting attraction on that right now. But we were ahead of the game. We were already there. We was already before the crowd. When I was telling everybody spot is the play, nobody wanted to play it. Everybody says short spot. Those that got short, they got burnt. Now we have WDAY as a runner up. WDAY quarterly, we have an outside up. This is a monthly. We have a monthly candle combo. Very bullish. Last time this happened, what was this candle here? No, it wasn't this one. It was this one. This was a move of 18 points. So we're going to double that since ranges become bigger with 2020. So if it's an 18-point range, this candle produced 20 points. That candle was something similar, produced 23 points. So if it's an 18-point candle, to follow, which was here. This was 3/118 for the monthly. The next candle, we're going to see something around, we have to test this high here, 202. 200 is my go-to. The smartest play here, because we're only 13 points from 200, is to play 2 months out, 200 calls, sit in those, and let it work for you. End of the year, all-time highs. Why not? My target, 300. 300 is up here. WDAY is playing right now. I don't know what's going on, but it's playing very well. Look at this 30 SMA all the way through. We tested it this year. We got close to it in 2019. Now in 2020, we tested it. We broke below it. We closed at it. We closed above it and the 14 at the same time. We checked it at the 30 SMA, and now we're above it on the 14. 100% bullish. So what we're getting a preview of 2016 ending to 2017, going into 2018. So there's a trend there too. Let's see what the trend is. I'm gonna use this low for 2015. Using the 2020 low. Bring it up to here. Going into the end of the year, we got 240 riding. So 300s will be a stretch. I mean, it can hit 240 quick with no problem. But hands down, like, I want to give you guys the bigger picture. You guys are more short-term. I'm more of a long-term trader. I look at the bigger picture. I can give you a target, long-term, but short-term, I can give you a target as well. But long-term is what makes you money, not the short-term. Short-term can give you little pennies. Long-term gives you the bigger picture. You know where you need to be at what time. So I wanted to point that out. I got QQ and I got WDAY. Those are my picks. Bib, we'll get to that. Biogen, we'll get to that at another time. That has its video. It's there.